Hello fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Sunday the 30th of May 2021. Really today it's Zen and the Art of the Observer Sudoku puzzle, as it's a Sunday and the Guardian doesn't publish on Sundays. In the news, it's a tale of two protests. More than two really, but anyway, I see in Brazil, around the country, people are protesting against Brazilian President Bolsonaro, complaining that he avoided lockdowns and really should be held criminally accountable for just allowing the COVID-19 to propagate really without taking proper precautions. And in the UK, there have been anti-mask, anti-lockdown protesters on the opposite side, complaining that their government has locked them down too much and, taken away their livelihoods. There is, of course, some merit in both sides, but the key thing is really to understand the science and mathematics behind the what to do about in this situation, I think. Unfortunately, of course, there are so many unknown variables, or were certainly at the beginning with COVID, when something new comes along and various factors are unknown. And this is part of the difficulty about science, is that people don't understand that if factors are unknown, that you may need to make assumptions, and this is quite difficult. This is not an easy thing. Now, the other thing is, how much do you tell the public? Do you trust the public and give them all of the scientific information in a complex way, or do you try to pass on a simple message? Neither method really works. If you pass on lots of complex, detailed information, unfortunately, people's education levels are often not good enough to understand what it really means. And if you just have a simple message, then people feel that they're being lied to and not given all of the information to make an informed judgment. So there is no perfect way out, but humanity, stumbles forward day by day. And let's see, as Trump used to say, let's see what happens. So we shall get on with our Observer Sudoku puzzle, and I have no idea of the level because the Observer doesn't fix a level, and when I do the Guardian puzzles, they also often I have no idea of the level because their ratings are sometimes inaccurate. So I'll explain, because it may be for learners as well, beginners as well. So what we do is we look and see how to fit numbers 1 to 9 in each of the 9 squares or cells in each row. We do the same thing for each column, numbers 1 to 9. You can see this column here has 7, 8, 2, and 3 already. So we're looking for the remaining numbers in that column. And each box or block, there are 9 of them, and we fit numbers 1 to 9 in each of the 9 cells. So you see this box here already has 9, 2, 8, and 3. Right, so clearly each number can appear only once, and that's what we need to remember if we're going to play Sudoku. So when we look at the grid and see this 9 in this column, it means 9 can't appear here or here. And we'll see 9 in this column, it means 9 is blocked from these 2 squares. And we'll see 9 in this row, it means it can't appear there. So a kind of blocking pattern here, here, and across the top gives us just one square where we can place a 9. So that's what we do. We put it in, and now we've got one fewer square or cell to get in this block and also in this column, and we need to look at all around the grid, and not just get stuck in one place, and use logic to come up with different ideas. And so I shall look in earnest now. I don't play these Sudoku puzzles before starting the video, so I have no idea how it's really going to turn out. But anyway, this 8 is blocking this row, this 8 is blocking this row, and this 8 is blocking this column. So the same logic applies, that There's only one square left, so an 8 must go there. Right, there's an 8 across here, an 8 across here, and there's an 8 coming down here, so that gives us an 8 here. There's an 8 in this column here, 8 in this column here. Oh, sorry, 8 is here or here, 8 is here or here, and over here, 8 is here or here. That means 8's there. Okay, right, so here's a slightly more advanced way of thinking about things. Or not really more advanced, but just like something you might not have seen. Actually, there's an 8. If we consider this top row, okay, we can see that this 8 blocks this square, this 8 blocks this square, this 8 blocks this square, this 8 blocks this square. So now we're limited to over here, 8 blocking here, 8 blocking here, and so there is only one square in this whole row, despite not having many numbers in it already. It only has 2 digits. Only one square that doesn't see an 8. We use the verb to see, meaning, you know, if you what to say, if an 8 had eyes and looked along the same row or column, in this case column, it would see that square. Of course, digits don't have eyes. Do hills have eyes? Wasn't there a movie when the hills have eyes? I'm not sure, but anyway, 7 blocking along here, 7 blocking along here, and 7 up this column gives us a 7 in this location here. My neighbors are out very early this morning. Okay, 9 blocking along here, 9 blocking along here, and 9 blocking down here, so that gives us a 9 here. Nine blocking along here, up here, and up here. So again, just one square left, so the 9 goes there. 7 along the bottom row, along this row here, 7 along here, and 7 down here. Gives us a 7 in this square. So we're just using one technique at the moment. We're not using any kind of other logic techniques that you will find when you play Sudoku at a higher level. 9 across here, 9 across here, and 9 blocking down here gives us a 9 here. Is that the final 9? 1, 2, yeah, that's the last 9. So we now don't have to concern ourselves with digit 9, only the other remaining ones. And have we finished the 8s yet? No, but it looks like we might be able to. So 8 blocking up here, 8 blocking up here, that gives us an 8 here. Excuse the external conversation. 8 blocking along here, here, up and up. 8 goes here. Right, this has to be a 5, and if you check and consider kind of something that I told you previously about looking at what's seeing, okay, you'll notice in this row we don't yet have a 5. But look, this 5 blocks this square here, this 5 blocks this square here. Now you're looking down this column and you can't see a 5, but look, here's a 5 in this block here, and remember, the number can appear only one time in a block, so 5 blocks this square, this square, this square, and this square. Okay, so the only square left in this row is the last one at the end, so that has to be a 5. Now this 5 blocks down here, and this 5 blocks along here, so that's going to put a 5 in one of these two squares, right? Now we don't know which one yet, but that's okay. We just need to know that it goes there. And so when we do that, we'll see that this blocks along here, because it's either here or here. It doesn't matter which one, but it's definitely going to block along this row. This 5 blocks along this row. This 5 blocks down this column. So 5 appears here. And if you bring that down and this 5 down, you'll see 5 has to go there. And when you bring this 5 across and this 5 across here, you'll see 5 goes there too. And now let's keep on with the 5s. 5 blocking down here, 5 blocking up here, 5 across here, and 5 goes there. I just we've almost finished the 5s, I think. Just one to get up here. So 5 across, 5 across, 5 up, 5 up, and that's the last one. That's the last digit, 5. So 5s, 8s, and 9s are all complete, I believe. Okay, there's a 7 down here, 7 blocking up here, 7 across here. So that's our 7 in that location. Down here, 7 across, 7 down. That's our 7 here. Is that the final 7? I do believe it is. So we've got a lot of digits that have already been completed. So this doesn't look like it's going to be a very difficult puzzle. By the way, you'll notice that if you have only one digit to get on the board, say you have 8 7s already, you will always be able to get that final digit. Logically, you must be able to, because you will always have intersecting numbers, assuming you've filled in the numbers correctly, of course, and haven't made a serious error. Right, so let's continue, shall we? There's so many places to look now. I'm wondering where to pick up stuff. Okay. Okay, so this column doesn't yet have a 2, but this 2 in this block blocks this and this square from being a 2, and this square blocks this square from being a 2, so a 2 has to appear here. I'm just noticing that 4s are in fairly short supply today. Maybe that's going to give us some problems later on. Maybe not. Was I speaking too soon when I said this is not going to be a difficult puzzle? Will it actually turn out to be trickier than first thought? I certainly don't think it's going to be an impossible one, but maybe I'm going to need to fill in some candidates after all. I was imagining I could do this without any candidates, but that may not turn out to be possible. Let's see though. 6 blocking across here, 6 blocking down here. That's our 6 there. Six blocking down here, 6 blocking down here gives us a 6 in this square here. So normally I kind of look and see what's missing. I've seen already it's 1 and 2 missing here, 1 and 4 missing here, none of which we can get very easily. There's nothing quite giving us that information just yet. What's missing here? 1, 3, and 4. So 3 is here or here. Nope, it's not going to get 1 and 4. We don't know. 1 is here or here. What's 4? No. Okay. 6. Okay, I think we got something now. So 6 blocks along this row here and 6 blocks here. So 6 has got to be either here or here. We can't quite tell where yet, but that's not important. What we do know is it's one of these two squares. So that will block down here and block this square. Yes, block this square here. Okay, this 6 blocks these two squares and this 6 blocks this square here. So that's got to be a 6 there. Now, we can get this because we know what's missing here, right? If you remember, 1 and 2 are the missing numbers from this block here. So 1, 2, 3. Do we have a 4? No, we don't. So that's got to be there. And you can count through the other numbers if you want to double check, but that's clearly, and that could be the key number actually, because now 4 blocks these two squares, so 4 has to be in one of these two, and that means that can't be a 4. So the 4 will have to be there, and the 1, which is the last number, will be there. Up here now, okay, so down here this is our 1 and this is our 2. Up here, 1 blocking, 1 blocking, that's our 1. Or you can count through, there's often more than one way to find these numbers. 4 blocking there, and the last number here is 2, so put that in. Now 2 across here, 2 across here, that's our 2 down there. You know, sometimes it's like, or often it's like that, I should say, rather than sometimes. You just need one number, and once you've found it, then the rest of the numbers really fall pretty easily, or at least you can get a lot in one go, even if you don't get all of them. Right, what's missing from here now? So 1, 2, 3, 4 we know is here or here. So 2, 3, 4. Oh no, sorry, 3, 4, 6. I feel like it should be really fast from here, but I just haven't quite seen it yet. What's down here? Missing 1, so 1's got to appear here or here. Okay. Right, so this one blocks this square, this one blocks this square, this one blocks this square, and so 1's got to go there. 6 blocks this square, 6 blocks this square, so 6 goes there. Missing numbers 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are missing everywhere. This has to be a 4. Because remember we said 4 has to be here or here, right? 4 blocking these two squares here, if you've forgotten. 4 is in one of these two squares here, meaning it won't be here. But we don't yet have a 4 in this column, so 4's got to go there. And the last number here is a 3. So 3 blocking here, 3 blocking here, so that's a 3. This is a 1 now, if you remember, 1 blocking along here, so that's our 1. This one blocks here, this one blocks here, this one blocks up here, so that's a 1 there. What's missing here? 2 and 6, is it? 2 and 6, okay, so 6 blocking this square here, so that's our 6, and that's our 2. 2 blocking along here now, that's there. 2 blocking this square, 2 blocking this square, that's our 2. Just be careful not to make a mistake. Now the last number here is 4. Missing here is 1. 1 blocks this square, so 1 goes here. The last number in this block is a 3, and the last number here is a 3 also. There's one number missing from this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6. We don't yet have a 6, so we do now. 6 blocks this square here, so that's a 6. Missing number in this block is a 4. 4 blocking this square, that's a 4 up there now. Here's our 3. Lots of 3s and 4s were missing. 3, no, that's our 3, and that's our 4. I'm just going to double check this though. because I was going through quite speedily at the end there. And I just want to make sure that I haven't made any mistakes, and I don't see any, so I think I'm safe here. Okay, that's the observer puzzle. I'm going to give it a rating of easy because no candidates were necessary. Maybe you think it's a medium. I don't really think so. It's not as fast as some other puzzles, but really just basic, simple logic needed there. But I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I quite enjoyed that. Thank you very much, and please subscribe to this channel and other Sudoku channels. Enjoy Sudoku, enjoy life. Take your right to demonstrate, but try to demonstrate peacefully, and in ways that will benefit your fellow humans. How about that? Okay, thank you, and bye-bye.